Open on Sky, Tormund walks around like a tough cunt. Ygritte makes fun of war tactics in Westeros. Jono is then told that everyone is a selfish prick, just a regular day with the free folk. Although they've struck a new deal, Catelyn is still hesitant in trusting Walder Frey. Robbo says, yeah, nah, it'll all be good, everyone gets some sleep. But him and the missus have no intention of sleeping whatsoever. Yeah, nah, they're gonna be having a stinky little baby. Ygritte gets a lecture for being in love with Jon Snow. She's like, fuck off, buddy, but he keeps banging on about it because he's jealous. Sansa is still having a cry because she can't marry Loras. Marjorie talks about the positives of Tyrion, saying he might not be that bad. She sounds like she's had a shit ton of experience. Tyrion sinks piss with Bronn to cope with the idea of getting married. This all seems perfectly healthy so far. Joffrey gets cranky at Tywin for having small council meetings in the Tower of the Hand. Tywin destroys Joff's ego with a few words. Basically, Joffrey is useless. Dany and her ragtag team arrive at Yunkai. She tells Wormsy to tell the slavers that if they don't surrender, she'll get all Michael Bay on them and explode some shit. She then talks to a master about releasing every slave in Yunkai. The master gets all shitty about things. Then Dany gets all shitty about things. Then Drogon gets all shitty about things. Tyrion and Shae argue about her safety. She chucks a sad and storms out in a fucking stinky mood. Melisandre lets Gendry know that he's not just any old bastard. He's the son of Robert Baratheon. She fully undresses him with her eyes. Nah, Theon is tricked and gets his dick cut off. There's Beric Dondarrion. Arya gives him a spray, calling him a liar because he won't take her to Riverrun. She escapes, but gets kidnapped by the Hound. Brienne and Jaime say goodbye, and Jaime promises he'll return the Stark girls to their mum. Cut to Jon telling Ygritte that every time in history the wildlings have attacked the wall, they've lost the fight. She doesn't give a shit about stats, and they have a pash. Osha pleads with Bran to head to Castle Black and meet up with Jono, but Bran is determined to find the three-eyed raven because a three-eyed raven is pretty cool. Jaime decides that he doesn't want to leave Brienne behind and says if we don't turn around now, I'll blame ya for me stump. This fella doesn't want to be blamed for the stump. Brienne has been thrown in a pit with a big fucking scary bear. Jaime jumps in to help. He gives her an old-fashioned boost over the fence to get the cricket ball. He only just manages to get out himself as well. The bear is pissed, Locke is pissed, but they walk the fuck out and leave the crowd with nothing left to do. End. The Jaime and Brienne relationship continues to get stronger and stronger this season, and Jaime's personal character arc from selfish shithead to selfless top bloke is at an all-time high, especially after he decided to jump into a fucking bear pit with one hand, no weapon, and no plan. The episode is called The Bear and the Maiden Fair, and besides the growing affection between Brienne and Jaime, it's very much about love lost and found in some of the other character scenarios too. Jon and Ygritte have found love more than ever, but it may soon be lost as Jon tells Ygritte the harsh stats about how many times the wildlings have failed to win an attack against the Wall and Westeros. It seems like their love that's been found may be lost very soon. Love is lost for Sansa when it comes to marrying Loras, but it may be found with Tyrion, who Marjorie does mention is the best Lannister you could possibly marry, and Marge knows, as she's the one stuck with fucking Joff now. The love between Robbo and Talisa grows more as she reveals that she's bloody preggers, but will this love be lost? As Rob mentions, he has a war to fight, and back on the flip side, the love between Tyrion and Shae is looking more and more lost, to the point that their scenes and bickering are starting to get pretty fucking annoying. Tyrion had such a great role as Hand of the King in Season 2, but now that Tywin's back, he's just trying not to get in the shit with Shae all the time. Kinda sucks to see the talent of Peter Dinklage just being squandered on a shitty-ass character arc this season. Anyway, the standout player again for me this week is fucking Tywin Lannister, Mr. Charles Dance. I loved the scene between him and Olenna in the previous episode, and this scene between him and Joff was pure gold. Joffrey is absolutely powerless against his granddad. It's fun seeing him get flustered when talking about Daenerys and her progress with the dragons and shit, and realising how out of the loop he is with, I don't know, being a king. He's just another pawn in Tywin's chess game. Overall, it's a solid episode written by book author George with a great ending in the bear pit. Fuck yes to Bart the Bear.